Hello. I wasn't going to film right now, but it's so gorgeous. I have to. Taking a little walk on my way to work. So, day 2. What have I learned today about trauma healing with God? Well, something I've been really exploring and really He's leading me to understand is that another very crucial and important part of trauma healing is nutrients. Our brain and our body are primary in our experience. We are spiritual beings living through experience of life through a body, and we have a nervous system that senses what's going on in our environment and within us and what's going on with our thinking. We have a brain that processes so much information, and we have cells that are dividing and creating enzymes and hormones and chemicals and DNA that's basically the software for all of it, and so many other things. And every one of the functions of our body requires vitamins, minerals, different cofactors, phytonutrients, micronutrients. We don't, of course, we need calories, macronutrients, but we need nutrition to function optimally. And recently I went back to Dr. Furman's diet style recommendations, and I also integrate the bean protocol, which is having legumes 3 times a day, or at least soluble fiber in the form of psyllium husk for the soluble fiber, because it does so many important things for us. And I'm feeling amazing. Like my brain's working better. And I'm losing weight. So another big important thing is when we are overweight, especially with visceral fat, which is the deep internal fat around our organs, produces a lot of inflammatory chemicals. And these inflammatory chemicals, they mess up our brain. So they create a lot of internal stress. So diet and overeating of macronutrients, which would be calories, all of that can create a high fat concentration in our body. But guess what? So can stress, because stress triggers a lot of adrenaline, and adrenaline, oh my gosh. So great. The geese are getting ready to fly south eventually. Yeah, this is the first morning. There's frost. There's a little frost on the grass in some places, and there was some on my windshield. Oh, well, it is that time of year, but wow. So as I was saying, nutrition is a big deal for trauma healing. When we have a lot of stress, we're pumping out a ton of adrenaline. Adrenaline raises blood sugar, and because it releases glycogen that's stored in our muscles and liver. And when our blood sugar goes up, then insulin gets released to help manage that. And we end up we can be insulin resistant simply just from stress, which creates a lot of abdominal fat. There's a lot of, this is a complicated biochemistry. It's not that complicated, but the thing is, when we're trying to heal from trauma, we have to take into account our diet and weight loss. It's very, very important. So anyway, these are some things I'm thinking about today. And as I've been doing Dr. Furman's nutritional recommendations, and losing some weight, my brain's coming back. Like I'm coming back to who I am. Like parts of my soul that I lost, that were just not present because of the despair, the hopelessness, the anxiety, the stress, feeling dissociated, and they're starting to come back, and it's amazing. So I just want to leave people with that. It's when we're trying to heal from trauma, we really need a whole mind, body, spirit approach. And fasting is also an important part of that. But there's a way to fast that doesn't create more stress in the body, which is something we do not want to do at this time of healing. So I'm actually starting tomorrow the fasting mimicking diet, a DIY version, because you can buy the fasting mimicking diet. There is a kit that you can buy that has all the foods for 5 days. It's a 5-day program. It's not no calories. It's 500 to 700 calories a day. And there's a whole bunch of science behind that. I don't want to get into it now because it'd take too long to explain it. But you can look it up, fasting mimicking diet. The kit itself, I think it's about $250. And it's recommended to do it. It's a 5-day program to do it once a month for 3 months in a row for best results. This is all very research science-based. Dr. Walter Longo from Italy is the premier researcher on fasting for longevity, and it's pretty remarkable, his research. Definitely it works, and super wonderful, but I don't want to pay $250 once a month for 3 months. So I'm doing it a DIY version, which you can look up online. Go on YouTube, look up fasting mimicking diet, do it yourself. You'll find resources there. But fasting is important. It's another thing that's really important because it really helps the body detoxify. It helps the body autolyze that visceral fat, which we got to do, get the inflammation down. It helps to reset the gut-brain connection. And when we have trauma, we really need our brain to be healing and functioning optimally. So many factors, but today what I just want to share is the importance of the nutrition piece and our physical well-being. So I'll be sharing more about that. And I'm excited to start this process. I will be sharing probably something a little bit every day about my process with the fasting mimicking diet. Yeah, so what an amazingly gorgeous morning. Like gratitude's coming back to me. I'm like, wow, the wonder of everything. My brain is coming back online. So grateful. Okay, I'm going to leave you with one more glimpse of this. Thank you so much. Bless you. Praise the Lord. Have an awesome day.